Before we begin, my friend, take just a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on the little bell. You'll never miss a story like this one again, stories where ordinary bits of metal turn into treasures worth thousands of dollars. Go on, it's free, and it means you'll always stay one step ahead of the collectors crowd. Now, imagine this. It's 2004 in South Africa. The sun glints off a handful of newly minted coins, crisp, golden, untouched. Among them, a small, ordinary-looking piece, the kind that might slip unnoticed into your pocket change, a 20-cent coin. Nothing rare about it at first glance. You might have spent it on a loaf of bread, a newspaper, or tucked it away in a drawer, forgotten for decades. But that's where the story begins, because sometimes, the most unassuming coin can carry a secret few men ever uncover. You see, every coin tells a story, not just about money, but about a moment in time. The 2004 South African 20-cent coin belongs to a period of quiet transition. The country was finding its footing in the new millennium, minting coins that blended old tradition with new design. If you turn one over, you'll notice the iconic protea flower, South Africa's national symbol, strong, elegant, and resilient, much like the country itself. The other side carries the coat of arms, and beneath it, the date 2004. Foremost, it's just change. But for the sharp-eyed collector, this little piece of bronze-plated steel holds a hidden beauty, and sometimes, a hidden fortune. Now, here's what makes this coin story different. Not every 2004 20 cents is worth much. In fact, most are worth less than a cup of coffee. But among those millions of coins minted that year, a few carry tiny details, imperfections, minting errors, or unique features that transform them into something extraordinary. And that's where the magic lies. I want you to picture this: you're sorting through an old box of keepsakes, maybe something left behind by your father or grandfather. Inside, among the medals, buttons, and old matchbooks, you find a coin with a familiar golden hue. You hold it up to the light, you see the protea flower, clear and crisp, and the year, 2004. Something about it feels special. The edge looks clean, the color just a shade deeper than the rest. And when you flip it, that coat of arms gleams as if it's trying to tell you something. That moment right there, that's what every collector lives for. The thrill of discovery. The heartbeat that skips when you realize you might be holding a piece of history that others have overlooked for years. You see, the 2004 20-cent coin is known among seasoned collectors for having a rare minting variant. Some were struck slightly off-center, some had double features in the lettering, and others were made using a slightly different composition due to changes in metal supply during that year. To the untrained eye, those details are invisible. But to a collector, they're a beacon, a sign that you might have something worth far more than pocket change. And here's the fascinating part: as time passes, few of these coins remain in pristine condition. Every one that's scratched, bent, or spent in daily trade becomes just another ordinary coin. But the few that survived untouched, the ones kept safe in albums or drawers, away from the way of circulation, those are the survivors. And collectors today are paying handsomely to own them. When a coin like this appears on the market, it's not just about metal. It's about connection, a tangible link to a time and place, to craftsmanship, and to history. There's something deeply satisfying about holding a coin that others ignored, knowing you saw its value when no one else did. Now, some men might say, coins are just coins. But if you've ever watched the prices rise at an auction, you know that's far from true. Coins like these are miniature pieces of art. Every strike, every line, every detail has a story behind it, a decision made by a craftsman, a shift in politics, or a change in resources. The 2004 20-cent coin, in particular, represents an era of quiet pride for South Africa, an era that's quickly fading into memory. Maybe you remember that time yourself, when coins had weight, character, and national pride behind them. You might even remember using them in daily life, never imagining they'd one day be sought after by collectors worldwide. And that brings us to today. The global market for collectible coins has exploded. With online auctions and private buyers from around the world, even coins from smaller nations have become prized assets. What used to be a simple hobby is now an arena where knowledge, patience, and a sharp eye can turn a modest collection into a serious investment. So let's talk numbers. How much could one of these coins be worth today? For a standard 2004 South African 20 cents, you might get a few cents above face value. But for that rare, pristine specimen, the kind with the right strike, the right sheen, and no blemishes, the value skyrockets. In fact, a few remarkable examples of the 2004 20-cent coin have surfaced in private collections, and when they change hands, they don't go cheap. Recently, one such coin, carefully preserved, graded, and verified, reached a staggering $3,380 in value. That's right, what once could have bought you a loaf of bread in 2004 is now worth more than some men's monthly pension. It's a powerful reminder that value isn't always about what's obvious. Sometimes, it's about paying attention to the small things, the quiet, shining details that others overlook. So here's my advice: next time you come across old coins, don't rush to spend or trade them. Take your time. Look closely. You never know which one might hold a secret like this. History doesn't always shout, sometimes it whispers softly from the edge of a 20-cent piece, waiting for the right hands to listen. And if this story lit a spark in you, if it reminded you of the thrill of discovery and the beauty of patience, then go ahead, subscribe right now. Because this channel isn't just about coins. It's about the stories behind them, the craftsmanship, the history, and the people who keep those stories alive.